Oh, there! Who's that? Who enters? Oh, thank God. You, Scotsman, help me. Did you see it? Did you see the ghost?
Aye, I did. All right, maybe I can help. Right, soldier, spill. What's going on exactly? What happened to Nurse Wings?
What do you think happened? She died, that's what happened. She died, and now she's trying to take me too.
When did you last see Nurse Wings alive?
Couldn't say. Time is tricky. She was here, then she left, then she came back as a ghost. Still holding her bastard in lancet.
We heard screaming. Is that you? Did no one else answer?
None here gives two shites for their fellows. Too busy looking out for their own asses. I could die screaming in here and none would care till me corpse began to stink.
Why would she want you dead?
She's a ghost. She ain't here for beer and biscuits.
He's right in a way. She is killing him.
Your cough is no better. Worse, if anything.
Aye, it worsens. When she comes, I sicken. She's a better nurse living, I tell you that.
Where does her ghost go, you think?
She comes and goes through a locked door. After that, not a clue.
Is there a key? Or another way in?
Perhaps. This was the blockhouse upon a time. There was a passage out. Through the westernmost tower. I had a key. Search my things in the barracks if they haven't been plundered. Might still be there.
Right, well, I'll look into things. You stay here.
There in shite you expect I'll go. You stay here. Go on then, cheeky bastard.
Let me take a look behind that door. The place is heavily...
It's locked, all right. Where'd you get the flowers, Mr. Peabody?
It's her. She brings them.
So sweet Nurse Wings, kind and caring, comes back as a vengeful ghost.
It happens, but in this case I doubt it.
If she was acting, she did a bloody good job. As I remember, Peabody's things are here. Perhaps the key is amongst them. Cotton Peabody is determined to be alone. All right, we have what we came for. Why would she up and leave like that?
And why has she not come back?
Maybe she had an accident.
She kept records. Maybe she wrote it down.
Storeroom. Locked. Someone wasn't leaving without a gun. Oh there! Anyone? Ferdinando?
Where could he be? Clever, as long as no one finds the depot.
We should check in on it.
Here's our tower. We can't leave yet.
You found it. My thanks. Mr. McCraith, forgive me. I did not see you there. I see you bring company. How lovely.
Do you remember we talked about how I lost my partner in New Eden?
Such a tragedy. Antea, if I remember rightly?
Antea Duarte. Good to meet you.
But how? Oh my, you lived! Well, this is marvelous news. And good news these days is so terribly rare.
Nurse Wings. I died in New Eden.
Excuse me?
You and I are very much alike, Nurse Wings, don't you think?
Are we? How so?
I'm a ghost, Nurse Wings. And so are you.
Are you sure you're well, Miss Duarte? You sound feverish. Perhaps you need to lie down and rest?
I don't rest, Nurse Wings. Sound familiar?
She won't be told. We'll have to prove it to her.
If you need it, I may still have some vervain. You let me know.
Goodbye, Nurse Wings. For now.
I'll be here, as ever.
Aye. That's the problem.
She won't listen. We must find proof.
Our denial runs deep and Peabody sickens. Poor Nurse Wings is losing her grip. She neither sleeps nor eats, but doesn't question it.
She gets her sustenance elsewhere now.
She writes of a cliff-top hideaway. Oh, cozy wee pub, then.
Right. Let's go for a walk.
Memories from the past linger nearby.
There's an echo here, but we need the tie. Anne's medics remind me of my mother's. The oils and ointments. infusions and concoctions.
Bet she knew her business.
She treated the men the slavers worked to death in the fields. Though she had little money, she was very famous. That's what saved her. I think we found her. There's an echo.
How long has she been here?
No more than a few days.
Here's the key to the infirmary.
I raise for now the Veil of Shadows.
I see no journal.
It may have slid from her fingers and fallen.
Let's retrieve it.
I love doing that. I have another in sight. Watch your step. They're feeding off their own rage. Move it. Quicken yourself. You'll have to hit hard.
Down, boy.
Pay attention. That's almost it. I take the heart, you take the roots. Put out that light. Move it.
Away with you!
You're done.
Dodge! Can I join in too?
To make you angry. Farewell, weed.
This looks like the place. Let's find the journal. Shreds of the path left by a ghost. I can unveil them. Like falling off a log after being startled by a wisp in Akashus.
Never gonna let me live that one down, are you?
Easy as pie.
Nah, but you can't cook. She knew something was wrong.
Yet now that she has died, her ghost denies it.
She was a healer. Perhaps dedication binds her.
A dedication her patient scarcely deserves. We should go back to the infirmary. Anne will surely be there. I'm right here.
They're getting me now. Bloody mongrel!
Snap out of it!
Try this on! Anne reminds me of Moore Mackenzie. We hid in her house when we were running for the English. She washed our wounds and sang as we buried the dead. Never stopped smiling.
I like her already.
They burned the house down with her inside.
I'm sorry.
Maybe Moore still haunts the ruins, waiting for the next poor wounded soul.
It's not like me to be glad to see a Scotsman.
Words of such tender sweetness. I'm touched, Mr. Peabody. Touched indeed. And Wings had the grip. She packed up and left so she'd not pass on the infection. Part of her must have known she'd not make it.
I did not know. I could not have known.
How could you indeed, with your head so far up your own behind?
She had a cough. Just a cough. I couldn't have known it would kill her.
Well, kill her it did. Why do you think would the ghost of Nurse Wings be collecting wintergreen?
That's above my rank, Major. I'll let an officer tell me that. Or a gardener. Or a poisoner.
As you were, Mr. Peabody. See you about.
Not like I can go anywhere.
Imaradas en tus.
Hold still.
Get your filthy hands off me!
That's enough, Mr. Peabody.
Get off me, you evil old frigate!
In his temper, Cotton Peabody gave Anne Wings the disease that killed her.
Oh, still here, are you? What new comedy do you two bring me now?
Remember on the cliff top when you closed your eyes and it felt like you slept for a very long time?
Have you been spying on me?
Remember how when you awoke, you felt lost and distant? How you could not remember who you were? How slowly you came back to yourself? How something drove you to it? Something that felt more important than anything you had ever felt?
No. Yes. My patient needed me. I knew it from my head to my heart.
That's it. That's why you stayed. That's what keeps you here.
My dear, the desire to help my patients means only one thing. It means I'm a nurse.
Cotton Peabody's health concerns you greatly. True?
I'm a very good nurse.
How long is it since last you slept? How long since last you ate?
Well, I have been very busy.
You're tired but cannot sleep. You're hungry but can't face eating. Time to face the truth.
No, it's just... I'm tired. I forget things. I forget to stop working.
Your memory is fading.
It is not. At least, I don't think it is.
Once you kept meticulous records. Now your notes, if you keep them at all, are chaotic.
It's just that I'm all alone. No one to talk with. No one to share a laugh with. I've gone a little potty.
I think you know what he needs. I think you know his remedy.
He must have wintergreen. Fresh oil, decocted, then used as a salve.
Yet, though you treat him, his condition worsens. You must have noticed.
To maintain the illusion of life, you feed upon his essence. Even as you tend to him, you leech his life away.
No. No.
Nurse Wings. Anne. You're dead. Just like Antea. You've convinced yourself you're still alive, but you are not.
But If Mr. Peabody withers by my presence, then why does your woman not wither you?
I would, but I take my strength from other people.
My God! I could never do that!
Then the longer you stay to treat your patient, the quicker he will die.
No. No!
Hold there, Nurse Wings! Anne! I can help you. Let me help you.
She's heading back to where her body lies.
Anne, are you there?
If I take another step, if I fall, I won't die.
No, you won't die.
All I wish was to save a soul. Just one soul at a time. Cotton.
It's time we put an end to this.
The devotion of poor Anne Wings, who even dead, kept on caring.
No. Her ghost hungers for essence and calls it caring.
You must get well. 'Tis all I want. But by staying, I've been doing you harm. For that, I beg your forgiveness. Oh, Mr. McVeigh.
Peabody, we must talk.
This sounds ominous. Where lies the problem?
You're the one who made her sick. The day you spat on Anne Wings, you gave her your disease.
I never spat on... No. Wait. I did. She was at me with the lancet. The pain gave me a wee touch of fury, just for a moment. I gulped without thinking.
Could happen to a saint. Which of us is not gobbed without thinking? Unfortunate, though, how it turned out. So, Nurse Wings died trying to heal you. You believe her ghost returns to harm you. Interesting. Well, all good things, they say, come to an end. I'll miss our little chance.
Anne Wings, you're a dedicated nurse. All you do with love. But right now, you're a threat to your last patient.
He needs me. I just want to help.
Does he need you? Do you really want to help?
What comedy is this?
You've been the dedicated nurse for so long, you're afraid that if you stop, you'll cease to exist. Let it go, Anne. You've done a great job. But the job is done.
Cotton Peabody deserves to get well, and only I would treat him.
We'll do what we can for him.
You've done enough, Anne. You won't be forgotten.
All right then. If you're sure. Thank you.
Go in peace.
Is she gone? Am I safe?
It's over. Anne Wings is gone for good.
Gone for good. Aye. Great.
In her diary, Nurse Wings said oil of wintergreen could cure Peabody. It would be fitting.
We must at least try. Let's get the ingredients. Well, I must admit, I'm not used to going on a flower picking mission. If it's for Anne, then I'll do it.
I could tell you'd become attached to Anne.
You read me like an open book.
You're a sensitive man, Mr. McWraith. That's why I love you.
Feel a draft.
From the invisible.
No more wintergreens here.
Let's look elsewhere. Once I've bruised the heart, destroy the wisps within its roots.
All the steamwork.
Easiest high.
Nah, but you can't cook. Incredible.
An abandoned chest.
I can't quite see it from here, but I think it has our names on it.
Not quite the right alignment.
Still impressive. Worst way to die. Frozen alive.
What's the best way? There is a path once I clear the way.
Something's concealed.
Maybe this story will finally make Cotton Peabody change his ways. Maybe he'll be less cranky.
People don't change.
I think they do. I've changed, thanks to you.
Then you must be the exception. Divert your focus. The veil shields it. Get rid of the other spectre first. This feels good.
Should be enough flowers.
Perfect. We have everything we need.
Let's make the decoction. I think we have all the flowers we need.
A lovely bouquet for a grumpy old soldier. I'm sure he'll be pleased.
Everyone likes flowers.
Oh, would you like me to give you a bouquet now and then?
I don't know. You've never given me one.
I'll make a note of it. Dodge it if you can.
Here, the decoction.
Let's go relieve the old soldier.
Here, I made you your oil of wintergreen. Should help.
Are you a doctor now?
Just take your damn medicine, Cotton.
Aye, I will. Thank you.
I feel something close.
There's an angry spectre nearby. Summon it before it ambushes us.
Present yourself!
Ready and waiting. This isn't over yet. Watch out! Spectre possession. It's feeding on its own rage.
foul.
Was that Abigail Rumble?
I think so. What now?
Sinner.
These body parts scream manifest my spectre.
My voice commands you! Unveil!
I can help. I have another in sight.
Bastard!
On your toes, Scotsman.
This one's protected.
Shift your balance.
He killed me. He killed me!
We should probably go talk to her husband.
If we say we have no sin, we deceive ourselves, and the truth is not in us. If we confess our sins, he is faithful and just to forgive us our sins, and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness.
First Epistle of John, I believe. Chapter 1. The verse escapes me. 5, is it?
8 and 9. God is light, and in him is no darkness at all. That's verse 5. You've not come back at the best of times, Redmond Wraith. I'm in no mood to chat.
Is your wife around? I haven't seen her.
Abigail is dead.
Ah. I'm sorry. Truly.
Thank you. Let's leave it there. And whatever you heard, it's not true.
What would I have heard exactly?
Don't mock me. I know what they say about me. I know what you all say. It was an accident. A terrible accident. I'll speak of it no more.
For someone who just lost his wife, he's awfully nonchalant.
An accident? How did she die?
She fell. She went to the cliff top and slipped and did not survive the fall. Now, leave me be.
He's shutting down. We need a lever to prise him open.
Place is awfully tidy.
Since when do you care?
Says the untidiest woman ever to walk this earth. Do not deprive one another.
Puritan prayer and mandatory marital sex. Quite the life. Spectral stains about the bed. Our ghost must manifest at night.
Seems Abigail had abandoned the marital bed, and it vexed him.
That's not the Puritan way.
Why feel guilty if her death was an accident?
Everyone's guilty of something.
An old key. Convenient.
With luck, it'll fit a door at Bly Manor. Spectral remains. Proof of a spirit's passage. Stains. They can lead us. Spectral remains. Proof of a spirit's passage.
Efficient cannon powder. sense the fragment of a ghost's voice. Memories from the past linger nearby. Through time and distance, I now see.
Will you stop walking away from me each time we are to converse?
This is not conversation, Abigail. We do not converse. Not no more. You berate me, you belittle me, Abigail. I'll walk away.
You don't care. You don't care about me. You don't care about our life together. I gave it all up to follow you to this godforsaken place, and you don't care if we belong. We are trapped here! I could die and you not blink an
That's
eye.
right! I don't care! I don't care about none of it! Why don't you just troop off and kill yourself and give me some goddamn peace?
Not a very nice man, turns out.
Not a very nice woman either.
And yet she's the one who shows up dead. Abigail's clothes, already packed.
Everyone grieves differently.
I know.
They were very much in love once.
Well, that changed. We should talk to John about his lovely marriage. If you need a breather, we can do it here.
Do we have enough Bibles for Hugh Bachelor? What do you think?
Don't ask me. One is already too many.
What do you want?
It's one thing to argue with your wife. It's another to push her over the edge. Abigail was in distress. Yet all you could offer in loving kindness was to tell her to kill herself.
Abigail had an accident. A terrible accident. I loved my wife. I loved her.
The man doth protest too much, methinks.
You argued with Abigail. Threats were made. Fair to say your marriage was troubled, yes?
Not your business. That's fair to say.
Step carefully. Keep him talking.
You met Abigail in Selby, I believe.
How do you... How could you know that? You've been prying. How dare you?
Your house is haunted. Your wife. We want to help.
My wife is gone, and you know nothing of my troubles.
You troubled by your dreams? Perhaps I can help.
Oh, I doubt that. Abigail might have helped, but it's too late for that now, eh? I don't sleep good. But my head is clear. People are tense, but we cope. We always do.
Do you, really?
Tell me more about Abigail.
God gave her more wits than most, but she wasn't shy about it. Put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes, I'd tell her. She had too much passion. She dwelt in earthly desires.
And that's a problem how?
When she stopped attending worship, I knew she was lost.
Thank you for your time, John.
Lord bless and keep you.
I find John's opinion of Abigail condescending. All he does is blame her, never questions his own behavior.
He doesn't know how to grieve, so pain becomes resentment.
When love turns sour.
This will be the cliff John mentioned.
Watch your step.
What do we have here?
A safe haven, shelter from the turmoil. Looks like she fell from here.
We should go down, inspect the place.
My heart sinks when I look at him, and I can't help but wonder, do I still love him? I'm burdened and ashamed and guilty because I don't love him. And yet I do. I don't care that we are childless. I don't care that we are poor. It was always the two of us. That was our promise to each other.
Abigail wasn't alone. Who was with her?
I wonder what they were saying.
Perhaps we'll find answers at the bottom of the cliff.
We need to look for somewhere to cross. I maim the corrupted heart. You aim at its roots.
Teamwork. This must be where Abigail fell. They brought more friends.
I'm right here.
Ghostly voices stain this place.
A man who offers only disdain is owed no loyalty. Remember what he promised when you came to New Eden. He is a failure of a man. He puts you down to raise himself up. Don't be his weakling, Abby. Act!
The other side of the conversation.
Those mirrors feel like ghost ties, but I don't think they are.
There's an inscription. Ethel Bly.
There may be answers at Bly Manor. I wonder who Abigail was talking to. She sounded devious.
Who benefits from belittling a servant?
Lover? Jealous friend? Something worse? Banishers.
At last you're here.
You speak.
I speak and I follow. I needed to be sure you'd take my side.
We're banishers. We don't take sides.
So noble. You must feel so very fortunate.
We found pieces of a mirror that used to belong to you.
Give them to John. By rights, the mirror is his.
You hate John, but you want him to have your things. Isn't that just a little contradictory?
You're a ghost haunting a banisher. Isn't that just a little contradictory? I died at the bottom of that cliff, you know. I was alone. For hours. In agony. No one missed me. No one came. John did not come.
I thought John was the one who pushed you.
Didn't he? Even before my death, he packed my bags. He wanted me out. I did not know how badly his hatred burned. But when he saw me dead, I saw it in his face. Behind the shock, he was relieved.
Who found your body? Who told John about your fall?
I don't recall, but does it matter? One moment I was alive and lost in thought, the next I was dead and bound to John. And to him, my death felt
Good.
deepest comfort, solace most profound. I felt those feelings. But those feelings were not mine. You're a capable woman. Were.
As were you.
So how did you allow a man to bind you to this realm?
You first.
I am not bound here by the weakness of a man who cannot let me go.
What happened to you, Abigail?
What do you think happened?
We're asking the questions here.
Are you?
So, what happened to you, Abigail?
A man happened to me. Our bitter, pitiful world happened to me. I had a life in Yorkshire. Work I loved. I never wanted to come here.
That doesn't entirely answer the question.
How was it for you? To die, I mean.
I'm not discussing this with you.
Betrayed. Again. Failed. Again. Making excuses for the one you love. Again.
What? No.
And how did it feel to be deceived by your best friend? By your first love?
Enough. What's with the hide and go seek? Why manifest now?
I'm stronger now.
Stronger? How?
What's your reckoning, Banisher?
I reckon you've infected John's dreams. You plague him with horrible visions.
John's sinful thoughts are his own. He did not need me to die to have them.
Don't indulge it, Red. We aren't going anywhere. We'll keep digging.
Yes. Do that.
That was odd. She was odd.
A dead woman with a shite-bag husband. Nothing odd about it.
You never miss a chance to drag the husbands down, do you?
Excuse me?
Let's just move on.
Yes, let's.
What do you want?
Does this mirror mean anything to you?
Never thought I'd see that again. That was Abigail's. Where did you find it?
At the cliff, where she died.
I see.
Think the mirror might be cursed?
You mean touched by the devil?
I mean bound to a malicious spirit of some sort.
What greater malicious spirit is there than the devil himself? She was weak-minded. She let him in. He is the wellspring of all her troubles.
He's torn between blaming the devil and blaming Abigail herself.
The inscription on the mirror suggests it once belonged to your old employers.
I don't know anything more. Abigail said she found the mirror in the woods. I'd no cause to doubt her. I swear it.
I'll not beat about the bush, John. You're haunted. Your emotions are a shambles, and Abigail's ghost has latched onto them. You feel like shite, and that'll be why. Don't deny it. And I know you won't wish to hear it, but I've been sent to help. Trust me.
Abigail died. She died. She can't come back. It's a trick. The devil's trick. He took her. He's trying to trick me too.
Who are you trying to convince? Me or yourself? Look inside you, John. You know the truth.
God is truth. The devil had a hold on my wife.
He's a tough nut. Squeeze hard.
You wanted Abigail gone. Despite your love, despite your loyalty and your faith, you wanted her to disappear from your life.
No. I loved her.
And so you keep saying. But that tiny part of you that felt relief when you learned of her death is also very real. Both feelings are true. Both feelings can exist together inside of you.
I had bad thoughts, terrible thoughts, but that's all they were. Just thoughts. She wouldn't talk to me. She wouldn't lie with me. I was her husband.
She deserved your compassion too. Instead, you wished her dead.
I did not want her gone. Not really. Not in my heart, I swear it.
What does God have to say about that?
These are the words of him that hath a devil. John, chapter 10, verse 21. Go to hell.
Come, let him sit with his own guilt.